Well, it is great to be with you this morning, and I'd like to share a little bit with you just about where we've been and where we're headed. And so I've had the joy of being in the role of elder or elder emeritus for the last 20 years. And as a result of that, I've had the blessing with serving alongside every elder that we've had in our church's history. And it's not only been a joy, but it's also resulted in me being one of the biggest beneficiaries of Watermark. Because of the discipleship of this body, for me that started 21 years ago, that's happened through the men and women I'm in community with, through the ministries here, through regeneration for me last year. I'm a different man, a different husband, a different dad, a different granddad, a different son, and a different friend. And it's also helped me to learn and understand just the simplicity and purity of devotion to Christ that Paul talks about in 2 Corinthians 11:3, just how easy it is to be led astray from what God calls us to focus on. And what he calls me to focus on is I just have to be faithful today. And in the midst of things that God is either causing or he's allowing that are outside of my control, I just need to be faithful to do what I can do. And just to be candid, surrendering control is a daily battle for me. Most of you know that our former senior pastor, Todd Wagner, resigned back in April. And Todd and I have been close friends for over 2 decades. And his influence on me is significant, like I know it is for many of you. And the change has been hard for me, like I know it has been for some of you. And on behalf of the elders, I just wanted to thank you for your trust and your encouragement and your support of us as we navigate these changes. Mickey, as Graham referenced, Mickey Friedrich last week shared with you our plan to build our elder team up to 6 to 8. And he walked through with you the process that we go through to add elders. He introduced you to Ben Caldwell, who's a candidate to be an elder, which I'm excited about and look forward to you getting to meet Ben if you don't know him. But I also want to let you know that in the coming weeks, there's going to be additional candidates that we introduce to you. And some of these are going to have a little bit more gray hair and a few more years under their belt, and they may have a hearing aid like me. And so just want you to know that that's coming. The other thing is just that, we rest in the fact that, as Colossians 1:8 says, that Jesus is the head of our church, and our role as leaders is to submit to his leadership in our lives and to follow him. And then our other primary role is really to love and serve the body. I want you to know that our mission and our values have not changed. And we are going to share more updates with you. We're going to share with you some strategic priorities that we have. We're going to do some of that in the midst of a member meeting that is coming up next month that we're calling All Hands on Deck. And we're calling it that because it's a reference to our battleship analogy that, hey, we are all on mission. We're in a war. And it's going to be an elder-led meeting that will be on September 26th for the members. And so I would encourage you to go ahead and put that on your calendar. That's a Sunday. It'll be, I think, either in the late afternoon. I think it's the late afternoon. So anyway, we look forward over these coming weeks to sharing with you more. But I just want to encourage you that Jesus is still in charge and nothing's changed. And so if you would, pray with me this morning. And so, Father, I do thank you just for the rest and security and the confidence of just being able to follow you. I thank you for your word. I thank you for your spirit that guides and directs us. I thank you for the clarity of mission just in the midst of all that's going on in our world and in our country and in our community, that we can hold fast. You tell us to do that. I thank you for just the way that you fill us with your loving kindness so that we can experience the joy and the peace that you intend for us. I thank you that you transform us in the midst of getting to be a part of a body like this, just the process that you allow our hearts to be refined and grown so that we become more and more like you. I thank you for the hope that you give us. You tell us that hope that is seen is not hope, but if we hope for what we do not see with perseverance, we eagerly wait for it, that we can set our minds on things above. And so, again, just thank you for the way that you've used this church in my life and just the way that you allow us to come to be healed and to be equipped. And so we thank you for Christ. Amen.